ChatGPT is a money printer. No doubt you have spent a lot of time on X or YouTube or TikTok or whatever, and you'll find people pitching AI and how AI can make you a ton of money in hardly any time. Well, folks, I'm going to tell you those secrets. I'm going to explain those secrets to you right now, and I'm not going to charge you anything for them. And I'm going to tell you exactly how to do this, and if you decide you want to do it, then you can go ahead and do it. I'm not going to stop you, but you have to decide, do you really want to do this? Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I think I mentioned to you a while back Robert Cialdini's book Influence, and he wrote that to try and protect people from how corporations influence them. So what I'm trying to do is protect you against people who use these tactics to try and influence you. But of course, what ended up happening is that a lot of companies use the tactics that he mentioned in there to influence others. So your mileage may vary. So you've probably seen these pitches on YouTube and other places where they go, ChatGPT is a money printer. All you need to do is use AI and you can create a crap load of money. You can just print money while you sleep. Well, there's some truth to that, and there's some not so truth to that. And I'll tell you the reason why these things work, because it's the same kind of thing that happens with all sorts of success literature, is that first of all, it's documented that most people do not read an entire book. I think it's something like 32% of people actually make it through a book, make it through to the end of a book. And I'm talking about nonfiction, business books, economic books, probably self-help books fall under this category. Only 32% of people actually make it all the way through a book. And then of those 32% of people who make it all the way through a book, probably only a small percentage of those people actually take the advice that's in the book and do something with it. It's just rare that people who read these self-help books actually implement the plans in the self-help book. So not only do they not only read all the way through, they don't implement the plan in the book. So that's even rarer. So maybe say 1 to 5% of people who read these things actually implement them. So the authors of these things are pretty much getting off scot-free. If 95% of their readership doesn't actually implement them or read them, it's like armchair success stories. And it's the same kind of stuff with this ChatGPT is a money printer stuff, because basically the way it works is they'll take a hot topic, typically having something to do with sales, gaining followers, gaining this, gaining that, some way of trying to gain more money or more followers, whether it's on X or YouTube, more viewers on YouTube, more views on YouTube, whatever it is. And what they'll go do is they'll go to their favorite ChatGPT chat engine, whether it's ChatGPT or Claude or Perplexity or whatever, and they will ask the AI to generate a huge bunch of content on this topic. And they may or may not read the content on this topic. They'll give it a prompt saying, you are an amazing builder of followers or builder of moneymaker or whatever, and it will generate a whole bunch of content on this topic. Then what they do is they take this content and they put it into a Notion template. And if you're not familiar with Notion, it's basically kind of like a privatized Wikipedia, where you can actually have sell links to Notion. Notion will have, you can structure it any way you want. You can have chapters, you can have sections, you can have whatever. It's almost like a CMS, almost like WordPress, but you can structure it any way you like. So it's kind of like a little mini Wikipedia of your own. So what they do is they take all of this content that was generated by AI and they throw it into a Notion template. So let's say it's how to get 1,000 followers in a month, right? These people haven't actually done it. They haven't actually gotten 1,000 followers in a month, but they've asked the AI how to get 1,000 followers in a month. So they create this Notion set of Notion pages. And it could be hundreds and hundreds of pages. And remember, they didn't actually create it themselves. They didn't write it themselves. They just had ChatGPT or some other AI bot write it. So they put it in this Notion template and they name it. And then what they do is they go to Gumroad. And in Gumroad, it's a service that allows you to sell a link to content. So they go to Gumroad and they set up a link to content. So say they created these hundreds of pages, say 1,000 pages, which took practically no time at all because they were using ChatGPT, on gaining 1,000 followers. Maybe it's 100 pages, so it's not so onerous. 100 pages of content on 1,000 followers. So what they do is they put it behind a Gumroad link, and they create a Gumroad link saying, if you want to know the absolute secret to gaining 1,000 followers in less than a month, click on this link. And they charge, I don't know, $29, $100, $290, whatever, for that page. And then they also charge, hey, you know what? You can get access to this plus a personal consultation with myself for 10 times the price. So that is what they post. And then they promote the crap out of it, right? And a lot of it's all generated by AI. Nobody knows if it's actually going to work because the people who've created it, they just created it because they wanted to present something that looked like it might work. And sure, there might be some good information in there, but is it from somebody who actually was able to build 1,000 followers in a month? Who knows? It might have all been AI generated. And if you look at it, it's really interesting is that some people actually say they did this and lie through their teeth, and others actually say, this is how you can. Not that they've done it, and this is how I've done it. This is how you can, not this is how I have. So watch out for that. But like I said, the reason why these things work is because people don't read all the way through and people don't implement. So be careful, watch out, make sure that when you're looking to buy that Gumroad link to some set of content that's going to help you gain followers or help you make a lot of money, be careful that it's not one of these things because that's the way it works. That's the way they are. So if you want to use ChatGPT as a money printer, buyer beware. That's it for me for today. See you next time, and until then, don't forget to think future.